Hey y'all, it is December the 15th, 2017, and I wanted to make a follow-up video to a video I'd done earlier and just posted in regards to women. And the fact is that they are quite literally shapeshifters, that you can, in a very literal sense, tell any woman in the world or a little girl the right kind of words, speak them to her, hits her ears, or perhaps you write them down and she'll read it. She could take it any sort of way. By doing this, by presenting the correct words, genuine, authentic words of compliment, of complimentary nature to a girl, what it does is of course, it makes them spiritually a lot better off, and things of this nature, mentally speaking, they'll be a lot better off. But literally, their face will change, or the rest of their physical features, everything, their hair, everything, will be bolstered in a sense that is quite notable. You'll see this. It will happen every single time. When a woman or a girl is told the right complimentary words, she has no choice but for them to enter her ear, and she just becomes prettier. Physically, literally, that happens, all right? I know a lot of people, they probably, because I know that they've been searching for beauty secrets, this and that. What's the secret to beauty? Is it this lotion? Is it this potion? Is it this elixir? No, it isn't. It actually has nothing to do with that. It is words. That is the secret. You can try and diverge any other way that you possibly want. You're just going to be spinning your wheels. A woman, when we're speaking about women here, the secret of beauty is words. They need to hear the words. They need to see the words. They need to know the words are about them, and their beauty will be bolstered. And this happens ubiquitously. It does not matter. All right. So that's why in a previous video, I suggested don't even chase these girls out here who the brain wiring's all messed up. And oh yeah, they look beautiful. Don't even worry about that, because you can make any woman beautiful by simply telling her what's good about her. And there's something good about every woman. All right. This is the miraculous nature of when you find whatever's good about a woman and let her know and emphasize, look, you're beautiful in this way. She's going to hear the words. It's going to multiply itself. She's going to become more beautiful. Now, there's most of the times, in most situations, that's not what takes place. The woman grows old. She gets into her 40s. She starts looking raggedy as hell. And I'm talking about, you've seen youthful, like young girls out there, and oh yeah, they're so good looking. Oh, they're so gorgeous. By the time they get to 40 years old, raggedy as hell. Why? Because they never heard the words that they required. That is the reason. That is the only reason. They never heard the words for whatever reason. But I want to discuss this. It's not only just a matter, if I wasn't really being clear, for all the young ladies and all the young men, or however old you are, it's not just a matter of the lady hearing the words. And I think that's important to discuss, and that's why I wanted to make a follow-up to that video. It's not just a matter of the lady hearing the words. Now, like I said, it does not matter. Irregardless of the lady, when they hear the words and they go in their ears, chemicals go off in their brains, they become not only spiritually more attractive, but physically more attractive. And that's the universal standard. You could tell, any human beings being honest with themselves can tell who's more beautiful than another person because of the universal standards. That person will definitely become more pretty, and we're talking about women here, when they are told the right words. All right, and that's very important. That is the secret to beauty. There is no other secret. You can look for 1,000 years. I dare people to. I dare them to, but I already found the secret. It is the words that they hear. When they hear about it, the complimentary, and everybody knows this already. We're just not piecing it together. That's how they become more beautiful. And who's going to argue against having a whole society of more beautiful women? Is anybody going to argue against that? No, that's something we want. We want that. We want more beautiful women. We understand there's women out there look ugly as hell, all right? God bless them. They might be good people and everything. They need the women out there who are ugly, or they find themselves ugly. The problem is that you're not around the right man to tell you the right words. You need to relocate yourself to the right man who's going to tell you the right words. When he does this, all your ugliness is going to fade away. Your ugliness ain't permanent, all right? And I'll be the first to say that I find certain people ugly, and I know what beauty is. And I don't mince words, but your ugliness will melt away, right? People are making excuses for their ugliness. Now, the problem is, as a lady, you're not around the right man. You need to relocate yourself. He will say the right words to you. You'll become flattered by it. You'll feel invigorated by it. The beauty will start pouring out of you. And this was what happens. But what I wanted to explain for the young man out there, which I think is very important, you might be looking for a lady. You might have the same mindset as me. Just find any girl who's agreeable, who you can be around, and simply just start telling her these words. What it's going to do is make her more attractive. It's going to make her more fulfilled on the inside, which is good too. But physically, it's going to make her more attractive. There's no point in chasing these attractive girls who their brains are all messed up in the wiring. There's no point to it, because you can be on a wild goose chase your whole life chasing these girls. Meanwhile, their brains are all messed up. You need to find a girl from scratch. Just find any kind of girl out there who's agreeable, that you want to be around. Just start complimenting. Find out what's beautiful about her. Just start talking about that to her. Let her know. Not only that, but be a man. Turn her on in that sort of sense. Be a man to set an example for her. Go to work. How about that? Get some money. Right? Do things like that. Know how to provide a house and shelter and a car and things like this. Forms of security. Know how to do that. But at the same time, just tell this girl the right words, and you're going to see the beauty start to pour out. But what I'm here to discuss right now is what you're going to find out there, because there's a lot of stragglers out there, all right? And I think y'all know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of ladies out there that you might see them on your day-to-day. You might take a liking to them, right? You're looking for a lady. You want to make an honest woman out of her. You want to have a good relationship. You might see a lady out there, and you might start feeding her the right words. You might see her and see her beauty that she has, and start telling her about the beauty, and start letting her know that you see it. All right. And sometimes what will happen, a lot of the times, what a guy will come across is a girl who does not believe the words. And that's very important. And you're going to notice that right away. When you're complimenting certain women out there, they're not going to believe you. I mean, there's a way that they can accept the compliments in a way that's very humble, and they you know, as a woman, maybe she'll play off the compliments or not feed on them too much. But there's a whole different other scenario in which you'll find a young woman out there and start complimenting her, and she'll flat out not believe you or tell you that you're lying to her. All right. See, when you tell the woman the compliments, it immediately has a reaction. Whether you notice or not, it might be minute, but immediately she's going to start to look more attractive. There's going to be a reaction. Sometimes when it happens, like I said, the girl will not believe it. She'll call you a liar or say, oh, you're just, because she sees herself as perhaps ugly. And so when you tell her she's beautiful in this and that way, she'll be like, oh man, what does this guy want? Because I'm not beautiful in this way. He's obviously lying to me, trying to deceive me. You're going to come across girls who are like this, who do not believe you. I want to talk about those girls for a second. God bless them. God bless these girls out here. But for a young man, the harsh reality, what I got to bring to you today is, if you come across that, if you come across a young lady and maybe you're infatuated by her, and you come across her and you start telling her the right words, and you know that they're right, you can feel it, and you start telling her those complimentary words, and she does not believe you, and you can tell, and there's no sort of reaction, there's no sort of bolstering of her attractiveness when you tell her, and she doesn't believe you, what you then need to do is turn around and leave. and don't look back. All right. I know that that's going to sound kind of harsh, and a lot of people might be, oh, but what if that was going to work out? He just needed to compliment her some more. It's not a good idea. And for the most part, and there's going to be exceptions to the rule, but for the most part, you're going to be wasting your time. Meanwhile, you see, instead of trying to continuously compliment a lady who's refusing it, who absolutely doesn't believe it, does not have faith in you or any trust in you, she's telling you that you're lying when you say this about her. Instead of trying to break down this lady, in a practical sense, you're way better off turning around, walking away, not looking back, finding another girl and giving her compliments. Right? In a practical sense, I bring it up simply because it's going to save some people a whole heap of time and grief and energy. There's going to be some people who try to string out this whole relationship in which a young man is constantly trying to reaffirm the young lady that she's pretty, that she's beautiful, that she's breathtaking, that she's miraculous. Trying to point this out, meanwhile she does not believe it. She's refusing it for whatever reason. Maybe she has previous experiences in her life that caused her to not have faith or trust in a man telling her nice things. And if so, that's unfortunate. The young man should turn around and walk away and not look back. All right. Meanwhile, this used to be a whole big problem because I'm sure this actually happened a lot back in the day when people were having premarital sex. The guy realizes that the girl is just not going to believe it. They might be having relations and it causes a bond. But meanwhile, they did it a little bit too quick. The guy realizes it doesn't matter how much I tell this girl that I care for her and this and that and that she's beautiful. She's not hearing me. The reaction is not happening. She's not believing it. She does not have faith. And you or probably any other guy who's going to come around, the best bet is to turn around as beautiful as she might be, as much infatuation as you might have, as much as you might want to daydream to yourself, what would it be like if she was my wife or whatever, something like this? Turn around, walk away. Don't look back. Find another girl, because there's a lot of them, and start again with her. Start giving her compliments. If you see the reaction taking place, and it will happen immediately, and it will only continue, then that's who you're sticking with. Don't even bother with the other ones. God bless them. Maybe someone will come along later on down the line and be able to convince them of these words, but that's most important. It's most crucial. We all want to be with a very attractive person, and it is that simple. You do need to know when you're wasting your time, because I don't like wasting my time. I imagine some of y'all don't want to waste your time out there, and it will be a complete waste of time when the woman does not believe you. She needs to believe you, because if she does not believe you, she will literally become uglier in the face and all over her body, and it is a matter of time, and you're gonna see it is only a matter of time. Anyways, we're both even in the tribulation. It's December the 15th, 2017. Women are absolutely miraculous shapeshifters. They're beautiful, delicate flowers, and we should treat them as such, and we should make them more beautiful. And I'll holler at y'all later.